What to do when a child doesn't want to see the other parent. Hi, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Livia, and today we're going to get into a very sensitive and difficult topic. What to do when your child doesn't want to see the other parent. Now, I know this topic, it affects so many of you, and it can stir up all sorts of emotions. It's a heart-wrenching situation for everyone involved. Whether you're a single parent or co-parenting, this situation can bring up feelings of helplessness, frustration, and confusion. But don't worry, today we're going to explore how you can handle this situation in a way that supports both your child's emotional well-being and your relationship with both parents. So let's get into it. Understanding the situation. Why doesn't your child want to see the other parent? First, let's talk about why children might not want to see the other parent. You know, the reasons can vary, and it's essential to understand that this isn't necessarily about the child not loving the other parent. Children are deeply influenced by their emotions, environment, and what they're experiencing. So let's look at some of the common reasons behind this behaviour. Changes in routine or environment. Children thrive on stability and predictability. If there has been a significant change in their environment, such as a new home, a new school, or even a change in the other parent's behaviour, it can lead to anxiety about seeing them. Parental conflict or tension. If there's ongoing conflict between you and the other parent, children can pick up on this tension. This could make them feel caught in the middle or fearful of what might happen when they see the other parent. Negative experiences or memories. Sometimes children may have had negative experiences with the other parent that make them anxious about seeing them again. This could be anything from feeling neglected to witnessing arguments or other stressful situations. Manipulation or coaching. Unfortunately, some children may be manipulated or coached by one parent to feel a certain way about the other parent. It's important to recognise the difference between genuine feelings and those influenced by external sources. Emotional struggles. Children, especially younger ones, may not always understand or articulate their feelings well. They may have unprocessed emotions such as sadness, anger, or confusion that are making it difficult for them to be with the other parent. Step 1. Listen to your child's concerns. When your child says they don't want to see the other parent, the first thing you need to do is listen. It's vital that your child feels heard and understood. Ask them questions like, can you tell me why you feel that way? Is there something that's making you feel upset or uncomfortable? What would make you feel better about spending time with them? Be patient and non-judgmental. Your child may not have the words to explain their feelings at first, but encouraging them to talk can open the door to understanding. And try not to pressure them or make them feel guilty for their emotions. That's super important. Step 2, be compassionate and reassuring. Sometimes children just need reassurance. They may feel anxious or scared about seeing the other parent, but your role is to help them feel safe. Let them know that it's okay to have mixed feelings and that you'll support them in whatever way they need. Offer gentle reassurance by saying things like, I understand that you're feeling upset. It's okay to have these feelings. You don't have to make any big decisions right now, but let's talk about what might help you feel better. Children need to know their emotions are valid. By being compassionate, you help them feel heard, which creates an environment where they are more likely to open up about their true feelings. Step 3, talk to the other parent, if appropriate. Once you've gathered some understanding of your child's feelings, it's time to think about how to approach the other parent. If the relationship is amicable enough, it's essential to have a conversation about what's going on. Here are some tips for having that conversation. Be honest but tactful. Share your concerns, but avoid placing blame. Focus on the child's needs and what can be done to help them feel more comfortable. For example, I've noticed that they seem anxious about visiting you. I'd love to work on this together to make it easier for them. Stay calm and neutral. This conversation may be difficult, but it's crucial to remain calm and neutral. Avoid escalating any tensions that may already be present. Seek solutions together. Ask the other parent if they've noticed any changes in your child's behaviour and work together to come up with solutions. This might include maybe altering the visitation schedule, ensuring your child's needs are met emotionally, or even involving a neutral third party, like a therapist, to mediate. Step 4. Encourage gradual exposure if necessary. In some cases, jumping straight back into full visits may be overwhelming for your child. If that's the case, you might want to consider a gradual exposure approach. This can look like short visits. Instead of a full day, start with short visits. Perhaps the child feels more comfortable with a brief lunch or a short outing. Neutral ground. Sometimes seeing the other parent in a neutral setting, like a park or a public space, can make it feel less intimidating for your child. Involvement of a therapist. If your child's reluctance is persistent and severe, it may be time to involve a child therapist or counsellor who can help guide your child through their feelings and provide both parents with strategies to manage the situation. Step 5. Prioritise your child's well-being over your emotions. As difficult as it may be, remember that your child's emotional well-being is the most important thing here. It's easy to feel hurt or frustrated by their reluctance, but it's essential to separate your feelings from their needs. Try to avoid putting pressure on your child to please you. Comments like, "Why can't you just go? It's your dad, mum," can make the child feel guilty for their emotions. Instead, focus on being supportive and open to solutions that make your child feel safe and secure. Step 6. Keep the lines of communication open. Now this is a process. Your child's feelings may change over time and there may be ups and downs. The key here is to keep the lines of communication open with both your child and the other parent. Continue to check in with your child regularly about their feelings. Reassure them that they can always talk to you and be prepared to adjust the plan as necessary. Livia's final thoughts. Going through a situation where your child doesn't want to see the other parent can be incredibly challenging, but it's important to approach it with patience, compassion, and a willingness to work together. Remember, your child's feelings are valid and they deserve to feel heard and supported as they work through their emotions. You're doing an incredible job just by seeking answers and trying to create a healthy environment for them. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more videos on co-parenting and working out difficult family dynamics. Until next time, take care of yourselves and remember, love, patience and understanding are always the best solutions when it comes to your child's happiness and well-being.